Miss Angelica, good morning. Good morning. Do you have a second? Yeah, sure. Is there a problem? Wow, you're up early. Huh? What do you mean? I figured you'd be asleep at a time like this. Huh? Why would you think that? I made William breakfast as soon as I woke up, and I just sent him off to kindergarten. Is something wrong? You sent him off today, did you? Your husband comes more frequently than you do, right? You think so? I think it's about half and half. We share each other's duties, so... Ah, I see. Yeah, we both work. It's so that we don't get overloaded with stress, you know? We share our work. Is there a problem? I heard some strange rumors recently. What about? I'm sorry for asking such a strange question, but... You work... night jobs, right? What? I mean, I work night shift, sure. Is that a problem? Wow, you really just admit it that easily. How were you able to admit such a thing so easily? With no shame? Huh? What are you talking about? I can't believe that I have the same kindergarten as someone who would be willing to admit such a thing that proudly. I've never met anyone like that in my life before. I'm sorry. I don't really understand what you're talking about. What exactly are you trying to say? It's okay. I've heard enough. What? I understand the kind of person you are now. That's why you live in a house that big. It's really not that big. The acreage isn't really any different from the other houses in the neighborhood. We actually just chose the colors to make it look a little bigger than it actually is. You use the money that you make from that kind of work. Aren't you embarrassed to build a house using that kind of dirty money? That kind of work? I'm actually incredibly proud of my job and my work. Why are you sitting here telling me about my own job? I'm worried about my kids, about the effect you'll have on them by being around them. I can't stand it, to be honest with you. Have you thought about the kids at all? Huh? I think about it all the time. You don't think you're doing your own son, William, a disservice? He's alone at night, right? He's never alone at night. While I'm out working, my husband looks after him. William really loves his dad. There really are no issues there. He's just acting tough because he doesn't want to show you his weak side. Huh? William is only 5 years old and he's trying so hard to hide his feelings. I feel so bad for him. I don't know if he's holding back his feelings at all, but I definitely don't think it's something that you should be talking about, Jessie. Why are you talking about this out of the blue? I told you already, I'm worried. If William starts holding things in and ends up a stressed little boy, he's going to start having an effect on the kids around him, right? That's why I was worried, but if his mother is like this, then I don't think there's any chance to make things right again. Make things right? Talk about what? I'm just saying that you're kind of a nuisance. Please don't ever talk to my kid or any other kid. Just leave us all alone from now on. Do you understand? What the hell are you talking about? Who do you think you are? Do you really think you have any right to tell me any of that? Not just you, William too. Be sure to tell him. What? William too. Make sure you don't let him hang out with my child or anyone else's child. Do you understand? What the hell are you talking about? You must be smoking something. Kids should be free to hang out with whoever they like. It's a bad influence. Please do not do that to us. You can talk shit about me all you like, but it has nothing to do with William. And what the hell are you talking about bad influence? I can't believe your husband either. How could he let his wife do such a shameful job? And he has the audacity to show up and send off his son to kindergarten. Is it because he doesn't make enough money from his job? Is that why you have to put yourself through that mess? That's not at all what's going on. I do this because I love my job. I have no intention of ever quitting either. I already spoke to my husband about it and we both agreed it was fine. He agrees with my decision to work too. Also, he doesn't do too bad for himself and provides for us fine. You don't have to worry about me, seriously. I see. Then I won't be saying anything else to you, but about my son and William. I will make sure that they are never able to play with each other again. Do you understand me? I don't know why you're saying that they can't hang out anymore, but if that's what you want to do with your child, then I can't really say anything about it. I understand. I won't be able to stop you. Yes, because that's what I'm going to do. I will be telling all of the other mums as well. You understand that, right? Huh? Are you trying to isolate William completely? Why are you so intent on doing that? Some random child living with a mum who works the night. I'm sure that child will grow up to be a shitty person. I'm not sure why I have to be scolded for working nights. I really don't understand where you're coming from. You work night jobs, and you still somehow try to deal with kids. I don't understand that at all. Working in adult work. You're not even a single mom. How could you do such a thing? What? Adult work? I know about it. You always go out in the afternoon. I've seen you go out a few times. You go out to work even on the weekends. You must be doing some kind of adult work, right? I'm sorry. That's what you meant by working nights? I understand now that you've completely misunderstood me. I do work night shifts, yes. But I don't do any adult work, no. Then what the hell do? You can try to come up with excuses if you like. These aren't excuses. I run a small tutoring school in front of the station. Uh-huh. We accept students up to high school. Most weekdays, I work night shifts as a result. My school takes on kids from K to 12th grade. Most of the kids want to come on weekends, though. That's why I'm often leaving for work on the weekends. I've been working before I ever had kids, and they had just allowed me to run the school. I really can't just up and quit, you know? I try my best to take off the weekends, but you're right. Maybe William was a little lonely on the weekends or nights. Tutoring? Like, for regular schools? Yeah, exactly. I end up leaving for work at night often. I think people might misunderstand why, but I really don't think your imagination has led you to the right answer. So you run it? I mean, they hired me to run it. But yeah, I run as the school director for that class. Seriously? You cannot believe me all you want, but if you look up the school name on the internet, you'll find a photo of me as the school director on the website. You're kidding me, right? You don't do adult work? I told you a few times already. No, I don't. But you don't want anyone who works nights to deal with kids at all, right? I agree. Let's make sure that happens. No, wait. I think I must have had some kind of misunderstanding. I see. You do some kind of tutoring program. What age are kids able to go to your school? Well, the youngest I have right now is 5 years old. I teach my own kid at home, so I don't have any intention of making him go to our school. But if he ever decides that he wants to go too, I might take him with me. I don't know. Do you guys teach Japanese by chance? Well, we mainly tutor Japanese and math, so yeah, we can definitely handle that. I see. Just wondering, if I know you as a friend, does that mean I'm able to receive a discount? Yeah, I definitely discount fees charged to my friends. We also have a special discount for when you bring new students. I see. I'm sorry that I misunderstood. Let's make sure to stay great friends from now on, too, okay? Huh? Yeah, no. In your dreams, lady. What? What do you mean? You said it yourself. You said that you don't want anything to do with me. You don't want me to have anything to do with any of your kids, right? Wait, hang on. That was because of the misunderstanding. Do you understand? Well, that's fine. I don't want my kids to deal with you either. Someone who would judge another human being for the work that they do. That's seriously not what I intended to do. I just thought that you were doing adult work. That's exactly what I mean. What are you talking about? What did I ever do to you? You talked down to another person's career. You even started complaining about someone else's family. You're that kind of person. I don't want to deal with a person like that. I want to make sure my kid learns Japanese too, though. Can you please give us a discount? I don't mind if our kids hang out because they're friends, but I really don't like you, Jessie. I definitely don't consider you to be a friend of mine anymore. If you're ever interested in joining our school, you will be paying full price. I was a little worried that I might have been too mean to Jessie, but... After that day, Angelica started to completely ignore Jessie entirely. To add to it, she made sure the kids stopped playing with each other too. She was going to make it abundantly clear that she was avoiding Jessie. Angelica handed out discount coupons to all of her friends other than Jessie. Apparently, all of the other mums tried their best to get along with Angelica. It was almost poetic. It's a mum-eat-mum world out there.
Hey, you better have dinner ready for me by the time that I get home.
What are you talking about? Don't I always have dinner ready for you by then? Also, you do realize that I also work, right? I just happen to be good enough at time management to set aside enough time to cook too. But we've talked about this before, and I really would appreciate it if you cooked once in a while. I mean, we're married. Shouldn't we be helping each other when we're able to?
What on earth are you talking about, woman?
Excuse me? What is your deal, Stan?
You said we're married, right? Well, that makes you my wife, which makes it your job to cook. So basically, all you're saying is that you want an excuse to be a bad wife and get out doing your wifely duties. I don't care what excuse you could come up with. I'm the husband. You will do as I say. And I say that it's your job to take care of things at home. Do you really think that you could start bossing me around just because you work too? If you're gonna act that way towards me, then we might as well get divorced.
But, wait, Stan, you're not being fair. You know that I take my work really seriously. I mean, we both earn money and help with the bills. It's not like I'm in some entry position job or something.
That isn't the point, Olivia. The point is, when a woman gets married, she becomes responsible for taking care of everything at home. So either be a good wife or get out of my life.
How can you say something like that, Stan? You really think that I don't have anything better to do with my time? I am seriously at my limits with you.
Yeah. You always say that, but it's not like you've divorced me yet. Probably because you don't have the guts to. You know that you can't do any better than me, so you better just do as I say.
And just what makes you think that I don't have any choice but to stay with you? All I'm asking for is a little help with the work around the house, and you're throwing a tantrum.
I really just can't believe you, Olivia. When are you finally going to learn your lesson? We've been married for years, so what I want to know is why you still haven't learned to cook a decent meal. What's the point of being married to such a useless woman, huh?
Okay then, if you hate being with me so much, why don't you just move out, huh?
Excuse me? I know that you didn't just say that to me. Besides, if anyone needs to move out, it's you.
No, Stan, I work the same hours that you do, and when I'm able to get home on time, I always make sure to have dinner ready for us. But despite all the hard work that I put in, you have never, ever thanked me, even once. Why do you even bother coming home most nights if you hate it so much here?
You better watch how you talk to me, woman. I am not to be trifled with.
And just what are you going to do about it? Why do you always have to be so confrontational? And what makes you think that it's okay to constantly be putting me down like this?
What kind of stupid question is that? I wouldn't have to remind you of your place if you just shut up and cleaned the house and cooked like I asked. Instead, you're always coming up with excuses to get out of doing housework.
I think it's you that's always trying to get out of doing any work around here. I mean, just how much longer are you even going to be staying here anyways? Because I am taking care of things to the best that my schedule and ability allows. If you have a problem with that, then you can help clean up the house.
You never know when to stop, do you? You seriously think you could just run your mouth all you like, huh?
I really don't get it, Stan. Just what in the world makes you think that it's okay to talk to someone like this? Why are you always so rude and angry towards me when I try to talk calmly with you about things?
Don't you tell me what to do. You're my wife, and I'll talk to you however I please, thank you very much.
Your wife? Are you sure about that, Stan?
Oh, please. I know what you mean. I also wonder for how much longer I'm going to call you that. But if you keep up this nasty attitude you have towards me, I can guarantee you that it won't be for long.
No, wait, that wasn't quite what I was saying there.
There you go, trying to walk things back, now that you realize you've screwed up. But if you don't want me to divorce you, you'll just shut up and take care of the house like I ask. Got it?
Stan? Stan? I really think you have no idea just quite where you stand right now. Do you really think you can just keep talking to me like this and not expect any consequences? You really don't seem to understand at all that you're not in a good position to be saying those things to me.
And just what position am I in? You women are all the same. You think you could just boss around your husband all day after you're married. Well, I'm here to bring a little order back to the world, starting with a wife that obeys what I tell her. Now, I have had enough of your backtalk. You are my wife, you will do what I tell you. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother staying married to you at all.
If you want a wife like that, then why don't you just go out and find one then, huh? Because I am definitely not going to be her. I don't know what kind of woman would ever want to marry you if that's really how you think a marriage should work, though.
There you go, running your mouth again. All you're doing is digging yourself a deeper hole. I don't think you know just how lucky you are to have a husband like me, who is kind enough to let you get away with all this.
You. A nice husband.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Of course I'm nice. I'm only acting the way that I am because I have to deal with my horrid witch of a wife who still doesn't understand just how close I really am to divorcing her.
You do realize that we're already divorced, don't you?
What in the world are you talking about now?
I mean that you've been going on and on about how I'm your wife, but we're already divorced. Have you really forgotten about that? The only thing left to settle between us is when you're finally going to be moving out. But I think I've had it with you. So I want you out now.
Wait a second. Hold on. What do you mean we're already divorced? We're still married. Have you gone crazy or something? Why would I be threatening you with divorce if we are already separated?
That's what I'm wondering too. But we have literally submitted the paperwork for our divorce. That's why I'm waiting for you to finally move out of the house.
Wait, divorce papers? What do you mean?
I mean, the papers that a married couple sign when they don't want to be married anymore. What else?
But you mean you annulled our marriage without even telling me about it? Just when did all of this happen?
I told you when I dropped off the papers, Stan. I know for a fact that you've known about this because I know that I told you. I think you just never listen to a word that I say, and that's why you're surprised. But if you don't believe me, then why not call the courthouse yourself? But, wow, I just really can't believe that you thought you and I were still married. It's almost cute if it weren't such a revolting thought.
And just what is that supposed to mean? You're lying to me and I know it. Either that or you really did submit that paperwork without telling me. Because I know that I never gave permission for you to do that, and I never signed anything.
I literally only turned them in 2 weeks ago. How have you already forgotten? Ever since then, I've been waiting for you to move out, but I guess you just had no idea you were supposed to. So you can quit trying to order me around and threatening me because we're through.
But that can't be right. So we're really divorced?
Yep, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Now can you please just get out of my house?
But what do you mean?
I mean that the house that we've both been living in belongs to me, and now that we're not married, I would like you out of it. I never want to see you again. Do you understand me?
You just can't kick me out of this house. Besides, it's mine.
Do you really think that you own this house, Stan?
I don't think. I know. And I know that this house is mine. That's another reason why I know you're lying about the divorce. You wouldn't have anywhere else to live. So if what you're really saying is true, then it's time for you to leave the house. And if you want to stay, then you'll have to beg for my forgiveness.
You seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you?
Stop saying that. I know what I'm talking about, Olivia.
If that were true, you would know that only my name is on the deed of the house because I paid for it when we moved in. This was even covered on the paperwork that we signed when we got divorced.
But I mean, when did we even sign these divorce papers, huh?
You don't even remember signing them, do you?
I don't have time to read every little thing that gets shoved in my face. I was probably dealing with it at work and just wanted to get it over with.
Well, if that's how you chose to handle that paperwork, then that's your fault. Man, I wish I had a job where they didn't care at all what I did on company time. You must have it really easy.
So that the house really isn't mine at all.
For the millionth time, no. The house is not yours. It's mine.
That can't be right. It has to be mine. I'm the husband. Of course the house is mine.
Wow, that is a really airtight defense. I would try using that in court and see what happens. Especially after you tell the court about how you don't even remember signing your own divorce papers. But you do remember when we first moved here, we agreed that I would buy the house since I was making so much more money than you were? Then again, I don't know why I expect you to remember anything at this point. But it's not my problem.
I really didn't pay anything for the house at all? Is that really what happened?
Nope. You didn't, nor have you, contributed a single penny to paying for our house. How do you even forget something like that? Actually, no, I don't really care. I just want you out. You don't have a right to be there any longer.
But wait, I mean, are we really divorced?
Do we really have to go through this whole thing again? Yes! We're divorced! We signed the papers, turned them in, had it notarized, and everything!
But I don't remember signing anything. This can't be right. You must have tricked me somehow. I would never do something like that, so I just know that you've got to be lying to me.
I don't know what to say, because I literally remember handing them to you to sign and getting them back in the evening after you came back home from work.
That isn't true, though. That can't be what happened because that's not how I remember it.
Well, then maybe you should cut back on all the drinking. It's probably giving you brain damage. You do remember why we divorced in the first place, don't you? You were doing the exact same thing that you're doing now. You were ordering me around and treating me poorly. Then you would threaten me with divorce if I didn't do as you say. Well, I got fed up with that. So I said, okay, let's divorce. Got the paperwork, signed it, and then gave it to you to sign.
But that's not what I remember happening.
I don't really care one bit what you remember because it's what happened. How many times are you going to make me go through this before you understand that I'm telling the truth?
I mean, it can't be right.
Well, it is. So just accept it and move on. You were the only one constantly saying that if I wasn't happy doing whatever you said that I should just divorce you. Well, I wasn't happy, so I did. This was all your idea.
Okay, Olivia, maybe we both need to calm down a bit.
I'm very calm. The only thing that's upsetting me, though, is the fact that my ex-husband won't leave the house.
But I was never actually going to divorce you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I never actually meant what I said when I threatened you. Please, this is too much for me to handle right now. I can't lose you.
Man, you are such a loser. I don't care at all about what you think about our marriage because we aren't married anymore. And while we were married, I hated it because you were a domineering jerk.
That isn't what we're talking about right now. And besides, I was just trying to be strict with you so that you could learn to be a better wife for me.
Oh, well, excuse me for misunderstanding your intent. Had I known that it would have changed everything. Is that what you want me to say to you, you pathetic creep?
Please, why are you being so mean to me?
Because I am sick and tired of your sexist language and the control that you think you have over me. I go to work every day and make more money than you, and you still tried to force me to do all of the housework by myself. You never, ever offered to help me, and all you ever did was complain that I wasn't doing enough.
Please, Olivia, I really didn't know that I was making you so angry with all of that. But please, just calm down.
Has telling someone to calm down ever actually made them calm down? Besides, just why should I even listen to you now that you're nobody to me?
But we could get back together, right? We can make it work. I know that we can. You have to forgive me.
I don't have to do anything for you ever again, Stan. And do you want to know why? Because for the 100th, millionth time, we are divorced!
Don't say that, please. I get it. I may have gone a little overboard with things, but it doesn't mean that we can't fix this. We can still save this marriage.
For the last time, there is no marriage to be saved. Just get out of my house and get out of my life already. If you don't leave, I'm just going to hire a moving company to take you away. Do you understand me? I want you out of the house by the end of tomorrow.
Come on, surely we can work this out. I know that we can fix everything if we just talk.
I can't believe that you're still not getting it. I tried talking to you, and you wouldn't listen. Instead, you just kept up the same attitude that you held to me until just a bit ago. There is nothing to fix now. It's over. You're too late to change anything about this. Now, get out of my house and never ever come near me again. By the end of tomorrow, Stan had packed his bags and was out of the house. I don't know where he went to live after that, but he did try to come back several times and beg me to let him back in. Luckily, I had the locks changed the same day he left, just in case he tried something like that. All his banging on my door only resulted in one of the neighbors calling the police on him. They showed up and asked him to leave. He ended up coming back again, though, and was arrested. In the end, I had to get a restraining order against him. I have no idea how he's doing now, and quite frankly, I really don't care.
Hi, Emmett. Are you guys seriously going to be holding a wedding in the middle of nowhere next week? Is it because you guys couldn't afford anywhere?
Oh, hi Elise. We had money to pay for the venue, but don't have that much money like you and Mike.
Of course not. We run a company so we're rich, it's an embarrassment to be related to you guys.
Please don't say that because Luna is your husband's little sister. Don't you love her?
Mike and Luna rarely talk to each other, and also I don't want to waste my time getting to know someone poor.
Did you send me a message because you wanted to say that?
I was just worried about the wedding fee. Were you able to pay for it? I think it costs a lot of money, right?
Well, it did cost a good amount. I might have used up most of my savings.
Oh, so I'm guessing that even if you guys add up all your savings, you'll barely have enough for one wedding, right? I think it's because you guys aren't taking your job seriously.
We might not be giving our all, but it's great working outside in the sun. By the way, you seem really busy working in the city.
Yeah, I need to go a lot of places in one day.
Oh wow, I really respect you.
I'm a businesswoman, unlike you, who just grows vegetables, which anyone can do. You don't understand how hard my job is, right?
Yes, I don't know. Luna and I also really don't go to the city also, so...
If you're a farmer, why not use a truck and do business on your own?
We want to, but we don't know anything about what a salesperson does. All we do is focus on making delicious vegetables.
If you don't know anything about it, then how are you going to sell your vegetables? Wow. Can't believe people like you are going to be part of my family. No wonder Mike doesn't listen to you.
I just don't know things. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, because you didn't graduate college, right? Anyways, I will go now since I've had enough of your stupidness. Good luck with the cheap wedding, which I probably won't go to.
Excuse me?
Did Elise say something to you?
Yeah, how did you know?
You seem a little down.
I actually got a chat from her this morning.
Like, making fun of you? Yeah, she said something like, poor farmer. What the hell does she want to do?
I think she's full of herself since she's working at a big city. I mean, I was too when I worked around there when I was younger.
You were young. She's almost 40. Are you serious?
Can you talk to Mike about her and explain how ridiculous she is?
Why? I haven't talked to him for years.
I can talk to him for you. I just thought I needed to tell him because I want to have a better relationship with him. As a family and also business-wise. I just don't want the wedding to be ruined because of her.
It's okay. I will contact him, but can I think about it?
Sure, but why aren't you getting along with him?
It's more like he forgot about us. His business got successful 10 years ago and he hasn't come home since, so...
Oh, I see. So it's kinda hard to reach him, right? But since you sent an invitation, he might come.
I hope so, but the problem is if he comes, then Elise is coming also. I can't believe that I need to think about a lot of things for my wedding.
Why don't we just relax and watch a movie drinking wine? Sounds good?
Yes. Thanks, Emmett. Today is your wedding. It's the only day you could be the center of attention. Good for you.
Yeah, I've never seen this much people in a very long time, so I'm excited.
What a pitiful life you've lived. But unfortunately, you will not be the center of attention today.
What do you mean?
We don't want to waste our time going to the wedding because we don't belong there.
Wait, we? Who?
Our relatives? We just don't want to breathe the same air.
You are so rude, but just want to say that everyone is here except for you and Mike, actually.
What?
You should know your place before you make fun of others. Who do you think will listen to you?
Wait, everyone is there?
Yes, I'm so glad.
Why would anyone go to a poor farmer's wedding? Everyone betrayed me.
You're not in elementary school, please. No one will listen to you because they're all grown-ups.
Are you telling me that I'm a kid?
Yes, what? Are you not?
Shut up. Do you know who you're talking to? I just want to warn you that I can ruin your life easily, so you shouldn't say things like that.
I don't think you can do that, though.
Excuse me? I work at a big city, unlike you who work in the middle of nowhere. I have connections with a lot of people, so I can make your farm go out of business.
It looks like you're proud of working in a big city, but don't you just work part-time as a deliverer?
What?
It's an important job, I know, but just wondering about the connections you have. You work part-time, so I thought that you wouldn't want to have much people. You started from the end of last year, right?
Can you stop joking around? I'm a businesswoman. I even showed you my business card once.
That business card was a different person of the same name. You probably made a delivery to that company and found out her name was the same as yours when she signed the receipt, so you asked for her business card, right?
How do you know about this?
I heard that you were showing off that business card in various places and also used it to pay taxes, right? You've done things that are so easy to research.
Research? Okay, you know what? I will tell Mike about this. Sorry, but I need to ruin your farm.
Before telling Mike, you need to do something about this. You used a business card that's not even yours. Don't you think that this is a criminal act?
Do you have proof?
Yeah, I met with the real Elise and also talked to the company about this. I'm actually with a lawyer right now to talk about how much damage misuse of this business card is.
Hold up. Lawyer? What?
You used her card to pay later at the bar you go to, since they'll think that you're able to pay, right? Also, you registered on a dating app using her info. You tried to connect with the CEO of different companies. It's not cheating, but what you did is still unforgivable.
Wait, how do you know so much?
The CEO that you met about 2 weeks ago is an acquaintance of mine, and he's here.
What? Are you joking with me now?
No, he divorced his wife 5 years ago, so I thought it was sad and started the dating app. Oh, and he knows Mike also because he used to work under him. He's asking where Mike is, by the way.
Mike is not going.
But it's his little sister's wedding.
Whatever. He is saying that he's not going.
Really? Did you even tell him about this? I think that you threw away the invitations, right? You really don't want to be relatives with a farmer, huh?
Exactly. Wait! I just turned on the TV, but what the heck is this?
Oh, did you see? Since there are celebrities and CEOs of different companies, there are lots of cameras right now.
Wait, I'm so confused right now.
Our vegetables are used at famous restaurants, and we were actually able to write cooking books for our vegetables. I didn't expect it to be this way. I'm so happy.
I can't believe this. Wait, is that Mike on TV?
Yep, Luna contacted him. We're actually business partners because he uses our vegetables for his restaurant. He was pissed that you threw away all the invitations, by the way.
Well, that's because I thought that Luna wasn't close to him.
That doesn't mean that you can throw it away.
I'm so sorry for that. Wait, I'm going to the wedding. I didn't know that you guys were this famous. I want to apologize to Mike also, so I'm going. I have the invitation, so I should be okay, right?
It's going to take a long time to get here from where you live, so I don't think you'll make it on time.
It's okay. I'm going there right now.
Sorry, but the wedding is going to start, and even if you do come, you can't come in. Mike also told me that he's going to divorce you.
What? Wait! I can't believe this! I'm going no matter what! Even though I won't make it to the ceremony, there's the after party!
I told you, you can't come in. You just want to meet people and make connections, right?
Whatever! Tell me the address right now!
You won't know even if I tell you, because it's in the middle of nowhere. Somehow she was able to make it to our wedding, but since she was a stranger and didn't have the invitation, she couldn't get in. After the ceremony, she apologized to Mike many times, but since there was the incident about the invitation and the dating app, he divorced her. About the misuse of the credit card, the real Elise demanded compensation to the fake Elise, but since fake Elise didn't have any money, she left the city with the granny bike that she used for work. I don't know what she's doing now, but I wonder how she thinks about herself now. On the other hand, we got married and are still successful farmers. Mike and Luna were able to communicate since the wedding, and Mike comes over to hang out sometimes. I'm glad that everything turned out okay.
From what it looks like to me, the due date for your kids seems to be right at the same time Leah will be having her wedding. Why would you be having your kids so close to an important day like that? I cannot believe the nerve of you.
Alyssa? I'm sure you're well aware of the fact that we can't just control when our baby is due, right? And we've known about the baby for over 8 months now. If anything, Leah was the one that chose the date of her wedding after I had already become pregnant.
What kind of an excuse is that, Tegan? Are you trying to say that Leah's in the wrong for this?
Did I ever say she was wrong for choosing to have her wedding so close to the due date? No. I don't even think that. She's totally allowed to choose whenever date she wants for her wedding. And she made a great choice because it's during the summer when everyone has time they can take off. So please don't think that I'm complaining about the choices she made or anything like that. The only thing I'm a little shocked at is that you seem to think that I chose to have my baby close to her wedding on purpose, when none of that is in my control.
I have no idea what you're going on about right now.
Well, if you could just listen to me, then you might have a small understanding, and I'd be thankful for that.
Well, you make sure to have the baby soon, and then you get your butt over to the wedding.
I'm carrying twins, so I might be having them a little bit earlier than the planned date, but I've already called ahead and said that I can't make it to the wedding.
Uh-huh. What did you just say? I never heard anything about you saying you weren't coming.
I've already told this to Leah, right? On the off chance that I'm feeling better before the wedding, to give her a call and say I'll be there. And that was totally fine with her, so that's the plan between the two of us.
What kind of nerve do you have to be making all those decisions without my permission first? I happen to be her mother and your mother-in-law.
What? I get that, but this happens to be Leah's wedding, not yours. So I assume by talking with her about all of this and making a plan, we'd both be in the clear and not have to worry about anything.
This is what I mean about you being a stupid little useless woman that shouldn't pass for a wife. Everything you try and say to me makes 0 sense and sounds like complete gibberish. You go and tell her that you're coming to that wedding and then you get your butt over there after having both those babies. If you don't do that, then things will not end so neatly there.
You can say that all you'd like, Alyssa, but I'm not sure when or how the childbirth will go for me. I might have issues myself, or God forbid one of the babies has something wrong with them. I just wanted to let Leah know I wasn't coming as a safety measure in case things aren't going so well for me. How about when we get a little closer to my due date, I give you a call or text about things? You have to understand that I really do want to be at the wedding, but I have twins coming and they take importance over anything else.
Tegan! Congratulations on having the babies! I heard that it took a very long time to have the both of them. I'm glad it's all over for you now. And great work today!
Thank you so much, Leah. I'm sorry I won't be able to come to your wedding tomorrow, but I think we both saw this coming. I really wanted to be there to see you in your dress, so I'm looking forward to seeing all the photos you have for me later. Still, though, I'm sorry I can't make it there tomorrow.
Oh, no. You have no reason to be sorry about missing my wedding. You only just started to have your babies yesterday, and that battle went on through the night, right? I'm kind of glad the hospital kept you there after that long of a battle because you probably needed all that rest. I would be very happy if you were able to make it to the wedding tomorrow, but I know you had a wonderful event of your own going on, so it's not right for me to get all upset over that. Missing certain events for others is just part of being an adult, so you don't have to worry.
Leah, thank you so much for saying that and understanding me. When things are all settled down for the both of us, I'll come over to your place so we can have a small celebration together.
I'm really looking forward to that. And let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone then. You can celebrate my wedding, and I'll celebrate you giving birth to twins! And now for the time being, you really need to take care of your health.
Thank you, Leah. I hope you have lots of fun at your wedding tomorrow.
Of course you'll be coming to the wedding tomorrow, correct?
What?
Because there is no way my daughter-in-law would be missing my daughter's wedding. You make sure you're there on time tomorrow since it'll be Leah's wedding.
What are you talking about? I just had my twins last night.
And so what?
It is not okay for me to be going to a wedding just after I gave birth to 2 babies?
Oh, you stop it right there. I am not going to let you use childbirth as an excuse to skip my daughter's wedding.
I'm sorry, but you're kind of putting me in a panic right now. Are you really saying something like that to me? Telling me to go to the wedding tomorrow morning? I've already been talking with Leah about everything, Alyssa. It is her wedding after all.
None of that matters to me. I am not okay with you skipping my daughter's wedding, and I will not forgive you if you do so. You will make every attempt to be at your sister-in-law's wedding tomorrow, oh, so God help you.
I can't believe you're trying that hard to force me to go. Leah happens to be one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, yet her mother. Why are you trying so hard to get me to go to the wedding like that?
That's because I hate seeing you using childbirth as an excuse like that. I will not allow it in my family. Do you really think you're so amazing and strong because you gave birth to twins? Are you a freaking moron or something? I could have had my son divorce you if you don't come tomorrow.
Are you kidding me? You would actually say something like that to your son's wife who just gave birth to your grandkids.
I hate seeing a woman thinking she is all that just because she did her job. I want you to act like my son's wife and listen to every word his mother is telling you. What the hell do you think you're doing canceling on a wedding like that just for having some babies? Do not use childbirth as an excuse. I don't care how you're feeling or how the babies are doing. You come to the wedding tomorrow.
Understood.
And don't you dare be late.
All right already. There's nothing left for me to say to you because it'll be a total waste of my time. So you'd really like me to go to every effort to be at that wedding tomorrow.
That's what I'm telling you right now. If you're late or just don't show, then I'm having my son divorce you. Hoo-hoo!
Have him divorce me? I don't think something as serious as that can be decided by someone like you, but right now my husband and I have a very loving relationship and we both just had twins with one another. There's no way he'd listen to you if you told him to divorce me over something as petty as not being at the wedding.
I don't care about if he listens or not. Your husband is my son and I can make him do whatever I want. He might not listen to me, but he will do what I say when I say it. That's just how he is.
I feel that I really do go through every bit of my strength to be at the wedding tomorrow. There'll be a lot of people there shocked to see me. Are you sure that you want that to happen with all of Leah's guests?
And so what if they're all shocked? You shocking the crowd has nothing to do with me. I just want you to be there at the wedding, and that's all.
Is that so? Well, if you're totally fine with that, then I'll go to the wedding.
Then you'll go? I wasn't giving you the option to not go to the wedding. You only have one choice, and that's to go, or else you'll be losing your husband. You told me you understood that just a second ago, right? If you don't end up coming now, you will not only lose your husband, but will also be called a liar by everyone in the family. And a liar like you will most definitely need to leave my family for good.
I told you I'm coming already, so just shut up and be happy with that. Unfortunately, my babies are still too fresh to be allowed to leave the hospital, but I'll be more than glad to come since that's what you want.
Why can't they come? You bring those two with you. If they both aren't there, then there's no point to you even coming.
No point in me coming? Well, that's a shame because I cannot bring them to the wedding. I'm not even being recommended to leave yet, so I'll already be going against one of the doctor's orders. Honestly, I don't feel well enough at all to be leaving the hospital to come to that wedding.
Now you're going back to using those dang excuses again. Back in my day, women were never allowed to use childbirth as an excuse. Women these days really are such weak little whores. I hate them all. If I don't start treating you like the woman you are, then you will end up a complete waste of my son's time. And a waste of his children's time as well.
I'm sorry? Did you ever give birth to twins?
Huh? What are you talking about? Of course not.
Well then, that must mean you can't even imagine what it's like for me right now after having had to carry 2 babies at once for 9 months, and then give birth to both of them in one operation. That's why it's kind of strange that you're still talking to me like you know better.
I am not sure what you're trying to get at there. Just make sure you come to that wedding on time tomorrow. If you do not come or you're late to the wedding, then it's a divorce. I will not let you be my son's wife anymore.
Understood, Alyssa. If that's what you really want, then allow me to make it happen. But if you start to regret the decisions you're making, don't come crying to me about it.
You. What are you trying to do? Are you aware that you are embarrassing me?
What are you talking about, Alyssa?
You know dang well what I'm talking about right now. Do you have any idea what you've just done to me?
All I did was come to the wedding like you'd asked me to do. You shouldn't be so upset about me following your orders.
This isn't what I asked for, though. Do you think coming to the wedding looking like that would make everyone happy to see you? You are an embarrassment. You are embarrassing me.
Huh? I'm embarrassing you? Please take some responsibility for what you asked for and be confident about it. This isn't my problem right now, correct? I told you yesterday that I understood what you wanted from me, and that's why I came here today. You can't get mad at someone for doing as you told them to do. That's just not very nice of you. So tell me, why are you acting so upset about me being here right now?
I didn't think that you'd just be coming straight here from the hospital like that, though.
Do you still not understand any of what's been going on?
What are you talking about?
I told you I understood, and you never said anything else besides that you wanted to make sure I'd be here.
What? So wait. This was your plan from the start.
Well, to be honest with you right now, I'm having a very difficult time standing on two legs and walking. I had to give birth to my twins back to back. You thought someone could actually walk naturally only 2 days after such an event that happened between their legs?
I don't care about that. I was able to walk 2 days after I gave birth.
Remember, you didn't give birth to twins then.
It doesn't matter if it's one baby or two babies. The same thing applies, right?
My husband was really worried by the fact I wanted to be here, but I told him I had no other choice, and so he helped me. But now that I've come and seen the wedding, I'm going to head back to the hospital and ask them to give me some heavy painkillers.
I thought because you said you understood me, everything would be all right today. Telling me you understood and then showing up to the wedding like that is just messed up.
Huh? How is that messed up?
When the wedding was about to start, you walked in here with nothing more than a hospital gown on. That caused the whole crowd to gasp at you as you walked over to your seat like a zombie.
But you and I talked about all of this yesterday, didn't we? I told you that people would be shocked at me coming, and if that's really what you wanted...
I kind of remember you saying something like that yesterday to me, but...
But what?
I didn't think you'd actually come out here butt naked with only that gown on. What the hell were you thinking, Tegan?
I'm wondering the same thing, Alyssa, but about you. What the hell was your plan by asking me to do all of this? Weren't you the one telling me to do everything in my power to make it here? So after hearing you say that, I knew there was a way of getting here, and that was within my power, as you had said.
And now because of that stupid stunt you pulled on me, you got all of the guests here upset with what they've all seen. Oh, this is the worst. They're trying to make it seem as though all of this is my fault.
Trying to? It seems to be. Well, it's not them trying to make it seem like it's your fault, because it is your fault. My husband's even fed up with you now, and he's told me that after today, he's going to think twice before calling you his mother again.
What are you saying to me? You actually want to try and blame me for all of this, saying it's my fault as well? It's all because of you coming in here like that this whole wedding has turned upside down on me and has led to strange air around me. Not even my son is willing to talk to me anymore after what you did. The only thing he told me before walking off is for me to not come to the after party. He wants me to go home all by myself.
Well, is that not the right response from someone who just had to learn their mother forced their wife to leave the hospital to be here? Even Leah's pissed off at you and has told me that there are no plans of forgiving you after today.
What? Leah said that? She is my daughter, so she would never say something like that about me.
I'm sure you forced me to be here today for the sake of your daughter and all, but Leah never wanted me to be here in this state and told you that before the wedding. If anything, all you've done is troubled her by what you did, and troubled her on one of the most important days of her life. She must be more embarrassed than you are right now because all of her guests had to learn that her mother's a complete nut job.
What about me is embarrassing, you whore? Do not blame me for any of this.
But all of this is your fault, you hag. There was really no reason for you to force me to be here today, was there?
What are you trying to say to me now?
What I just said is that I'm trying to say to you. The only reason you probably forced me to be here was so that you could pick on me even more, right? So what I'm getting at now is that your rotten heart is the cause of all your problems right now.
It's because of you being a lazy woman that I did all of this to you.
When was I ever being such a lazy woman that it would cause you to act so horrifically? From what I remember, of all my encounters with you, you were always the one forcing me to do all the chores so that you could sit on the couch all day doing nothing. And that behavior of yours only continued when my belly began to grow huge from carrying the twins. It was very uncomfortable doing all those chores that you could have been doing yourself, but you kept on forcing me. And that wasn't even the worst part. On the days that I did try and say something to you about it, you would give me the most selfish freaking excuses for not doing anything yourself, and that pissed me off. You were a real pain in the butt then, and still are. That's why right now I'm able to tell you all of this with all my heart, because you really pushed me beyond my threshold today with your stupid, selfish, and toxic behavior.
Why the hell are you that upset with me now, too? I was the one that had to be embarrassed today. I don't get why you get to be mad at me when you were the one that came in here looking like a freak, making me get all those terrifying stares from everyone. Why is everyone siding with a whore like you?
I'm not sure they are all siding with me. It's just that what you did today was screwed up. Because of that, you made everyone at the wedding go into disbelief because they never thought someone like you could force me into doing such a situation. Forcing me to have to walk to the wedding just after having twins and not being able to walk very well at all. I really think you only have half a brain in that thick skull of yours.
I cannot believe you keep saying such rude things about me, Tegan. What you did today has ruined the relationship I had with my daughter. And worse than that, my son is furious with me to the point he won't even talk anymore. Because of all that crap you pulled today, that all of this is happening to me.
Would you please pull your head out of your butt and get real with me? I'm tired of trying to talk to you when your ears are filled with your own poop. I've already told my husband that after today, we will never be talking to you again. So please leave the two of us alone forever and go bother someone else.
What do you mean you won't ever be talking to me again?
After giving birth to 2 big babies and having to stay in the hospital trying to recover from all of that, you forced me out of there to come all the way here and make things even worse for my recovery. My husband and I have decided because of that you will no longer be part of our family and probably won't be for the rest of your time on Earth.
Is my son also agreeing to that? There's no way he'd want to say goodbye to his mother.
Also, I went ahead and talked with him about how much you threatened to divorce the two of us if I didn't come today.
You're lying, right?
That really sent him over the edge. He burst out in anger, saying you have no right to make a decision like that, let alone threaten me with it.
I was never being that serious about divorcing you two, though. I didn't think a little joke like that would become such a huge problem for me.
To tell it to you straight, what I'm trying to say to you right now is this. Both my husband and I are going to be cutting ties to you forever.
Huh? No way you could both do that to me. I know my son would never want to cut ties with his own mother like that. He is a mama's boy and would never ever do something stupid as that.
And he might just be a big mama's boy at times, but what you've been saying was even too much for a mama's boy to take from his own mother. You went and harassed his own wife, the woman he actually loves more than you and just had 2 beautiful babies with. So give it up, Alyssa.
Wait a second, Tegan. Are you guys really that upset with me? Go ahead and take a chill pill, please. I'm sure that I might have been in the wrong somewhat today. But don't you feel it was a bit foolish of you to come to a wedding in nothing more than a hospital gown with that super exhausted expression on your face? Can we both just agree that we had gone a little too far with things today?
I can't believe it. You really are rotten to the core. And a freaking idiot.
What?
It's because of you that I had to come to the wedding today in nothing more than a hospital gown with my butt hanging out. So would you please, for God's sake, stop trying to blame me for something that you knew very well you were asking for. Trying to carry on with blaming me for something I did not do is just going to waste more of my time. I'm already pretty stressed out of my mind right now and my body is really aching, so just stop it. If you really enjoy making other people do crap for you all the time like that, then go find someone else to bully, please. I've had enough of you.
Wait a second, Tegan. Let's just both look past all of this and make up. I've apologized to you already, haven't I? So there's nothing else that should be a problem for you here. What else do you want me to do to get you to forgive me?
The fact that you even say things like that to me goes to show there's no other option but cutting ties to you.
What? Tegan!
Now I really hope you enjoy the new life that you've got and created for yourself. You're never going to get to see your grandchildren, but that's all for the best. And of course, they are both my kids, so you would have never wanted to see them anyway, right?
Well, they also happen to be my son's kids. I am their grandma.
I will not allow my kids to meet anyone that thinks it's okay to bully their mom. And my husband happens to agree with me on that. Actually, we plan on making stories about how their grandma passed away this year to tell them as they get older. That way they'll never know who you are. Now goodbye forever, dickhead. I hope you enjoy getting old all by your lonesome. In the end, not only was I done with Alyssa for good, but my husband and Leah told her as well that they were cutting ties to her. She was then kicked out of the wedding and everyone else was able to get on with the after party. Alyssa wasn't even able to talk to her husband about any of what happened either because he stayed with everyone else to party instead of going with his wife. And soon after that day, it was heard that they were both talking about getting a divorce because her husband doesn't want to be around a monster that has ties cut by both of her own kids. Right now, myself and my husband have made sure not to talk with Alyssa anymore, and we've both gone ahead and blocked her number to make sure of that. And by doing that, a lot of weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I no longer have to worry about any more texts coming in from that freak. All I care about now is raising my 2 babies and making sure that they get to grow up happy and healthy.
I can't believe it. When I heard that a lowlife like you happened to own a super expensive restaurant, I was shocked.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, June? Why are you wanting to talk to me now?
I just wanted to talk with you about how surprised I am about what I've heard. But I can see that that place is too fancy for most people, so I'm sure you don't draw in a very large amount of customers, right? That's why I thought I'd be so kind and made a reservation there.
What? You made reservations at my restaurant.
Well, there is a reservation in your system, isn't there? For 80 people, I might add. That amount of people reserved for your restaurant should be on your radar at all times, right?
Oh, you're not kidding. What? There seems to be 2 of the same reservation in here. What is this one that you made reservations for about then?
Why are you asking me about what the reservation's for? We're having our class reunion at your restaurant.
Really? And you're going to be the one coordinating all of it.
I'm the one in charge of making the reservations for it, yes. So, aren't you excited that I was kind enough to reserve your restaurant?
But the time you have written in here, it's not the correct time, right?
Please be more thankful towards me. I am being oh so nice by having the class reunion in some idiot's really nice restaurant. Does this make you feel a little better now?
None of this makes me feel special in any way. It says here that you want everyone to receive a $50 course from us?
Well, we had to meet somewhere in the middle so that everyone can afford it.
I'm sorry, but my restaurant doesn't offer any kind of $50 courses, though. Having to serve over 80 people like you're asking for, that'll require a lot more time and effort from the staff here. This is all a little strange to me, June. The timing for the event is not right, and it seems like there was a duplicate of this same reservation made. Can you please make sure to talk to someone else who is helping plan this and make sure that you are both on the same page about the planning for this event?
I'm not really sure what you're trying to say right now. Are you not the person that's going to be making all of this food for us come the day of the reservation?
I'm not the chef or anything, no. My husband is the one who went to culinary school, and I'm the one that manages the business side of things. I went to school studying this kind of stuff, so I like to stay in my lane and not try to do something I'm not qualified for.
Thank goodness for that. I was worried you'd be making the food and was afraid it would all come out tasting like crap. Didn't want all my guests feeling as though I set them up for that.
Huh? Did you come here to talk with me only to say things like that?
Stella, I've never really liked you all that much ever since you and I first met.
Huh?
Why were you able to end up marrying such a wonderful man as your husband? Especially in his case. How could he possibly marry a witch like you?
June, you've started to become really rude again. Are you sure you're not taking all of this a bit too far now? What do you mean about him being such a wonderful man? Have you ever even met him before?
Well, he has himself a really nice restaurant with you, and since he's the chef, he has to be loaded by this point. Why would someone like you be so fortunate enough to land such a beautiful beast as him? It's pissing me off.
June, I'm sure you're a bit jealous of me and my husband right now because you have still not gotten married yet, but I'm not married to him for this restaurant or all his money. When him and I got married, we were both going through some very difficult times in our lives. And he didn't even have the restaurant at the time, because we only just opened this place up together after getting married.
I have zero idea what you're talking about right now. You have pissed me off a lot this time, and I'm not going to let you get away with it.
Are you even listening to me right now? Anyway, can you please talk with the other organizers for your class reunion about these reservations you've made and then get back to me about it? If you really want to have your event here, make sure everyone is on the same page about the details.
I really do not have a single clue what you're saying right now, but I'm looking forward to this event.
Are you listening to a word I'm saying to you?
I I know it's only 5 minutes before the reservation, but we're canceling for today.
What?
I understand that we made reservations there for 80 people at your husband's and your really nice restaurant, but we really don't care to go there anymore, so we're canceling now.
You're going to cancel on the day of your reservation?
Well, your restaurant is just too expensive for all of us.
I explained to you before about the pricing here at this place.
Well, it's too expensive for us, so we're going to another place now. I'm sure that this is going to really make some troubles for you and your husband, but that was never my intention. But having to deal with a massive reservation like that in your system being canceled last minute must really break the both of you two's hearts.
I have been able to tell that this whole thing was done by you with the intention of causing us trouble. But when you're talking about this class reunion, what one is it and when is it taking place?
Huh? I'm talking about the class reunion that's today.
No, I don't think that that's the case.
This is a class reunion for everyone from high school to finally get back together again and catch up. And, well, we decided we want to go somewhere a lot cheaper now for the event. There's no reason for us to go to your restaurant anymore. You think we could actually eat any of the food your nasty husband planned to make for us?
I knew it.
Your restaurant is way too expensive for the bad quality of food, so we're going to find someplace else for the event. I know that we'll be having to cancel over 80 different meals there, but that shouldn't create any complaints from you, right?
That class reunion you're on about right now is finished. It just ended a little bit ago.
Huh?
I was wondering what the hell you were talking about this whole time. But I guess you were talking about the high school reunion after all, huh? Well, that must mean that there was some break in communication between you and the other 79 people that planned to attend. My restaurant happened to host that event, exactly as it had been reserved for. And now it's over.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm wanting to ask you that same question right about now. The high school reunion is over with and everyone is heading home now. And as for the reservation you made for 80 people, you want me to cancel that.
What? Hold on a second. Are you being serious about the high school reunion already being over? Then what about the reunion that I had put together and everything?
I just went and asked some of your friends that are still here about that, and they said that you had been talking with them about something like that. But they all told you that they had no plans of going to your class reunion that you wanted to throw together, right?
Huh? What? Why not?
Wait, you're asking me why? June, do you have any idea what's been going on? Everyone hates you.
Huh?
That's why it was only natural for them all to never want to go to an event that you'd be putting together and attending. All of those people happened to make plans of their own for a class reunion, and they had that event starting here a few hours ago. And while it was coming to an end, you started to text me about wanting to cancel it right before it started. I'm going to be honest, what have you been talking about? I mean, I know now, but for a second there, you really had me confused about what reservation you had made.
This makes no sense to me right now. So, what is going to happen at the other restaurant that I planned on having the reunion at? My plan was to make a fake reservation at your place as well as one at the place I really want to have the reunion at. And then on the day of, I'd cancel last minute at your place and bring everyone over to the real party.
But since you had this all planned out the whole time, you already went and reserved another restaurant for 80 people. Well, I don't think anyone will be going to that restaurant today. Are you going to be okay? You're going to have to pay 2 different cancellation fees now.
Wait, what the actual hell are you saying? So the class reunion is really over with now? What's going to happen to me then? What is going to happen at the restaurant I actually reserved for my class reunion?
Has anyone began to show up to the restaurant with you that you invited? It should be starting now, right? You planned it all out, meaning you should be aware of what the start time is.
Nobody has come yet. That is why I'm freaking out about all of this right now. Why? What happened to make everyone turn out this way for me? Are you telling me that nobody planned on coming to the class reunion in the first place?
I'm not sure. But it seems to me that they never invited you to their class reunion, right? If they had never told you anything about the event they had been planning, then that must mean, you were never invited to it. To me, it seems that the event you planned out and the event everyone else had planned out are two different events. And if you were meaning for that event you planned out to be the high school reunion, that just happened to be at my restaurant. And it is all finished with now. I'm not sure that anyone is coming to your event, but, I guess have fun there?
Wait a sec. I am telling you right now that nobody is coming to the event that I planned out?
Well, if there is seriously no one else showing up for it, that means they never wanted to come, right? I mean, everyone came to the event that was at my restaurant, so they weren't afraid to come out and see everyone.
You are lying, right? So you're telling me they never invited me to their reunion and never wanted to come to mine?
Why are you asking me about all that? I'm not the one involved in any of that stuff, all right? I'm not sure who is exactly your friend anymore from high school, but if there is anyone left, go ask them.
Huh? You and I are friends, right?
What? Hold up. I'm actually really shocked to hear that you thought that of us. I don't understand where you got the feeling that you and I are friends after all the history we have.
Huh? You're joking, right?
And if you really did happen to think of me as your friend or something, why would you do this to your friend?
What do you mean?
You made a reservation here on purpose and then planned to cancel the huge reservation on the day of in order to cause my husband and I trouble. I'm telling you right now that real friends never do something like that to one another.
But the fact that you never talked with me about marrying such a wonderful man as that was horrible of you. So I just thought I'd get my revenge for you doing something like that to me.
Excuse me? I think I've told you plenty of times now that he's not the perfect man you keep thinking of him as. But you've always been the kind of person to never listen to anyone besides your own conscience, and even then I'm not sure you listen to that either.
Is that why you think nobody invited me to that class reunion?
I'm not sure what the reason was, but everyone else came to the reunion here, so I'm sure it has to do with them all hating you. Like I said before, I'm surprised you never noticed that yet. They didn't even have you as part of the organizing team, all right? Why did you make reservations and preparations for something nobody wanted to be a part of? Did anyone even reply to you about wanting to come?
Well, it's that time of year when everyone gets together for class reunions, right?
What? So because other classes are having them this time of year, you thought you could just throw one together and everyone would show up? Did you invite everyone from our class to be there?
Well, you could say that I might have not invited everyone. But that's the thing about class reunions, right? You just have to tell a few people to come and word of it will spread. I wasn't going to be able to ask all 80 people to be at the party since I was already having to deal with reserving the restaurant.
But you expected 80 people to show up when not even bothering to get a response from them? Of course, this is why you never had a single soul come. Normally, in cases like class reunions, there will be a team that sets it up, and then they will send out invitations to each and every person from that class.
Huh? I never knew that.
Well, at this point, it doesn't even matter. All I'm saying is that for events like class reunions, it goes the same way as a wedding or a birthday party. You invite everyone that you want to be there, one by one. There is no point in getting upset about all of this now because the actual class reunion is over with. I think you need to go and tell the manager of that restaurant that you're canceling now before they begin to make more food. And of course, you canceled a reservation you made at my restaurant, so you're going to have to pay the cancellation fee here as well.
Huh? A cancellation fee?
This is what all high-end restaurants do. And you made a reservation for 80 people. That fills up my whole restaurant, which means we won't be making any money today now that you've canceled. So we are going to take a fee from you for canceling last minute. I told you before to talk with the others and make sure all your plans lined up when it came to the class reunion. I even told you that there happened to be a duplicate of the same reservation in my system.
But seriously, I never knew about the others making totally different plans at your restaurant for an earlier time.
Well, I warned you about it before. Yet after hearing that from me, you still didn't bother asking anyone about it, did you? Had you done that and realized that nobody would be coming to your event at that time, you could have canceled the reservation and not had to pay a single penny. I didn't know any better because to me it just looked like you were hosting another event right after.
But you could have at least done me a little better, giving me an explanation on all of that before. Had you done that, I would have figured out what was going on.
I am not wasting my time talking to someone who never listens to anything anyone else says to them, trying to get you to listen. That's just stupid. Now, are you going to pay me for that reservation? I even happen to know where your parents live, so you are paying me one way or another for this.
What? You really want to be that serious about getting my money from me?
Jesus Christ, of course!
Wait, how much is that fee going to cost me?
Well, the fee ends up being 100% of the cost of the whole dinner and event since you've canceled same day. Meaning you were looking at a $5,000 bill.
Huh? $5,000? What are you saying?
What am I saying? I'm saying that you owe me $5,000 for today now, and I'd like that paid to me before the end of the day.
You plan to get that kind of money, though, from an old classmate of yours?
It doesn't matter who you are, June. Whether you're my sister or my best friend, I'm going to make you pay full price when it comes to canceling a reservation as large as that. And remember, I've never been your friend. And after what you tried to pull today, I'm glad I never was your friend. So pay up now. I would ask that anyone else pay up for something like this, so let all that I'm your classmate crap go.
Stella, wait. Let's both take a moment to just wind down from all this. That amount of money, I can't pay it. And as for the restaurant I'm in right now, they aren't letting me leave until I pay up. And they said if I'm not going to pay, they'll have no choice but to call the police to come and get me. What should I do right now? If I use my credit card to pay right now, I won't have enough money left on it to pay you. Are you all right with me paying them first and I'll get back to you later?
Absolutely not, you brainless jackass.
Huh?
That restaurant has nothing to do with me, so I still want my money by the end of the day. I'm really not sure what voice in your head made you think it was such a good idea to reserve 2 different restaurants for 80 people at the same time. But the fact that you only made your reservation at my restaurant to harass me means that I will not go easy on you anymore. Prepare yourself, okay?
But I can't pay you right now.
I don't give a crap if you can pay right now or not. You're going to have to face the consequences of what you tried to pull today. I am going to get that money from you one way or another, so you'd better have a good lawyer in mind.
Wait, Stella, I'm so sorry about this. I just wanted to pick on you a little is all. I didn't think you'd ask for that much in cancellation fees for something like this.
You canceled a reservation on the day of at a very high-end restaurant. We have already finished buying all the ingredients for your event and even prepared some of it, so we're going to make you pay for all the time and money we put in.
Ah, I see. But really? $5,000?
Yes! I've had enough of you playing around, now pay up! I'm going to hound you down until I have every penny of that bill in my restaurant's bank account. Piles of trash like you are why I have gray hairs on my head already, and I'm not going to forgive you for that.
Stella, I'm sorry. Please, just forgive me this one time.
Stop trying to apologize. It's too late for that dramatic crap. Everyone already hates your guts, and so do I. Yet you never seem to get that. So now you're going to have to lose all your money due to your stupidity. Now pay up so that you'll hopefully learn your freaking lesson. In the end, June was asked by both restaurants to pay their cancellation fees to her in full. She tried to start calling around to all of the people she expected to come to her class reunion, but not a single one of them answered her calls. Not even those that she'd gotten replies from before the event answered her. And when she took a look at her social media, she noticed that all of them were beginning to post awesome and fun pictures from the actual class reunion, and that completely shattered her heart. This led to her trying to plead to the manager of that restaurant to let her off the hook this once, but as she sat there crying to him, she could hear police sirens in the background. She tried making a run for the front door, but it was too late, as they'd already locked it on her. And as the police walked up to the door, she curled up on the ground and began to sob. The police, after being let in, had her use her credit card to pay the restaurant the fee they had been asking for, and then walked her into the back of their police car to bring her over to my restaurant. When she showed up later that night with 2 police officers leading her into my restaurant, I let out a small laugh, just because the sight of all that made me so happy inside. She was then told by the police that she had 2 options. One was to pay me, and the other was to go with them to jail, where she'd have to await a court case for my lawyer and I. Surprisingly, though, she made the right choice, pulling out her checkbook and writing me a check that would take out pretty much all of the money she had saved up. I thanked her for that and waved her out of my restaurant, telling her to never come back again, feeling really good about that. After that had all been handled, June was without any money in her accounts, and now has quite the amount of debt to pay off on her credit card. She later tried going to her parents and asking them to do something to help her pay off the credit card she'd used, but they both told her she seriously needs to get herself a real job and start paying things off herself. I'm sure that was not the thing she wanted to hear from even her own parents, but they have a very good point. She can't just expect things to happen for her anymore, so that's why this time will be a good turning point for her, that she'll hopefully be able to learn from.
I want to talk with you about meeting my parents tomorrow before the wedding. My dad is a pretty strict man, and he has a pretty thick skull when it comes to anything that he doesn't see as proper. I feel as though he might say some pretty rude things to you tomorrow, Luke. But, of course, you don't have to worry too much. I'm sure things will go just fine. Just know that he'll be asking about money and work and all that, so maybe think of some things to say to him just so that you're ready.
It's all right. I understand. He's giving away his important daughter to another man that he's never met in person before, and that can be pretty stressful for him. And I'm sure he doesn't want you with someone he can't trust, so he needs to make sure I have a job that can support us, and the heart to care for you no matter what.
Well, don't think it'll be all that bad, okay? Just make sure that you're prepared for him to give you a hard time. He's just a really stubborn man, and it worries me a little. But deep down, once he's gotten to know you well, he's like a teddy bear.
You don't have to say that. He has a beautiful daughter, and so he has to become stubborn to protect you from all the men that have their eyes on you. And besides, Jenna, your dad is a business owner, right? So he's always been having to stay strict and tough while making sure his company does well.
Well, I think that you're the perfect man for me and can impress my dad, hence me finally showing you to him. But if my dad can just see how much you love me and want to protect me, that'd be enough, I think. Anything else should be fine after that.
I'll do my best.
Also, even though we're meeting tomorrow, he wants to talk with you before that.
Huh? Before we all get together? So he does want to meet today, then?
Yes, I think he just wants to introduce himself now so that you guys can get right to talking when we all meet. That's why I'd like to tell him your contact information right now. Is that okay?
You can, but...
If he says anything weird to you, you can just ignore him, okay? Alright, I'll tell him right now.
Alright then. Thank you. I am Jenna's father, Frank. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys as well. My name is Luke Graves. You should know that I run my own business, right? Yes, I sure do. Of course you do. That must mean you're after my money, correct? I am not at all in this for your money. I have plenty of money myself, so there are no problems there. And the reason that I'm with your daughter is because I plan to love her forever. I can understand that you'd be worried about me, but if you would be kind enough to just take my word for it, then everything would be okay. What's your occupation? You don't seem to be anything like a doctor or a lawyer. That's right, I'm not. but the work I do is very generous to me, so you have nothing to worry about. Are you not going to tell me exactly what you do for a job? Does that mean that the work you do is that repulsive? Not at all, sir. I'd just be more comfortable telling you about my line of work when we meet in person. I'd be able to explain in much more detail everything related to the work I do. And so, I ask that you please wait to hear from me tomorrow. Well, I won't get my hopes up for you. And I will not allow my daughter to marry anyone that's less than middle class. I have a company of my own in my possession, so I can find someone more apt to marry her for me. I just want to say, Jenna has already chosen me to be her husband, and so, seeing you and your wife tomorrow is to show my love and care for her. So I'd be very grateful if you could find it in yourself to trust your daughter's decision. It must take quite a lot of courage for a young man like yourself to talk to me that way. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow. Well then, I'll be preparing myself for tomorrow. I don't want you anywhere near my daughter ever again! You're not allowed to even come close to her ever again in your life, Luke! Do you not even understand what you've just done to me? What you just committed was a crime! A crime, huh? And why do you think that? I was over there to meet you and your wife today before your daughter and I get married, and you chose to hit me in the face with your ashtray! How couldn't that be a crime? I didn't just do it for no reason. You work for the city's public transportation, and that's why I made a clear choice to smack you upside the head with that ashtray. That was my way of protecting my family from thieves like you. I'm sure you understand what it means to protect your family and all, but I was just making sure that my daughter was well protected from a fraud. Protected her? What did I do that was threatening her? A lower-class public transportation worker was trying to take my daughter from me. I never once said that I'd allow my daughter to join someone that low in our society. I have a company to manage and keep, but having someone of your likes in the family would tear it down. I will no longer let you around her, so things are finished here. Now get lost. You understand that I can't just get lost now, right? Excuse me? No matter how much you try and fight me, it'll be no use. I will never allow my daughter to become lower class. Well, if you plan to use that as your only excuse, then you'll be breaking apart our engagement. You'll regret that, Frank. Regret it? You're the one that'll be regretting anything here. I'll make sure that you're full of regrets. If you just thought about all of this, you'd understand why, right? You're a simple transportation worker, and you'll never be able to get your hands on Jenna. If me hitting you in the head with that ashtray has opened your eyes to that, then go away. Then this engagement to your daughter is over. Go away, you low-life scum! And would you please let Jenna know that we're through as well for me? I'm not some public transportation worker. But if that's what you want to continue thinking, then go ahead. Huh? What are you implying here? I can see that explaining myself any further will do me no good. So I'm finished with what I've said. The next time we talk, we'll be in the courtroom. Courtroom? What you just did to me today was assault. I'll have you in court for assaulting me. So prepare yourself, Frank. You think you can sue me with what little money you have? I own a company, Luke. I have a bunch of lawyers at my disposal, so there's nothing you can do to me. Taking me to court will only waste what little money you have left. But let's think for a second. Do you even have the money to afford a lawyer of your own? I'm not sure what your reason is for belittling me this much, but I'm not some public transportation worker. I just gave you a simple explanation of my work, and you came to that incorrect conclusion yourself. I work for the Transportation Bureau for this city. Huh? The Transportation Bureau? I'm sure me saying that is a bit too vague for you, but the work I do is a lot more significant than you have come to think. I have to work with plenty of politicians as well regarding my work. Huh? Politicians? Without having to get too far into detail regarding the exact details, hearing that I work with the government has you pretty excited now, right? But I suppose that happened after all you did to me today. You hitting me in the face with that ashtray will become quite the problem for you here soon. Hold on 1 second, Luke. What kind of joke is this? Why would the Transportation Bureau be working with politicians? That couldn't be! Stop playing games with me! Well, if you want to continue to believe that I'm joking with you, that's on you. I have a lot of things that I'll need to attend to now, so I must go. If you're still wondering which of us two will be regretting today, I'll help you find the answer. Did something happen with you? Luke, this doesn't have something to do with you, does it? What are you talking about? There has been some pressure coming from somewhere, and it is causing my company to go under. And because of that, my company wants to change its CEO. If things keep up like this, then I'm going to be forced out of the company. What the hell is going on here, Luke? Are you saying this is all due to me hitting you earlier? Well, I wonder about that one, Frank. Excuse me? Tell me right now, you little jerk! I'm asking you a very serious question right now. Even if you're taking things serious now, you're far too late. You did in fact hit me in the face with an ashtray, right? I ended up calling some people I know about that, and they transferred me to people that could really help. Do you now understand the severity of what you've done to me? Even if I do understand now, I'm in hot water! Did you tell my daughter about this as well? Right now, she's furious with me for hitting you in the head with that plastic ashtray! Are you wondering why she might be upset with you? You don't have to have any more doubts about it. She's shocked about what you ended up doing and has no faith left in you. She told me that if I can't fix things, she never wants to see me again. Why? She's never acted this way before to me. She's told me that she's not only pissed, but wants to leave you forever. And she has a right to. You hit her fiancé in the face with a literal ashtray. I had to go to the hospital to get help after that. So if you're going to start crying to me to make things better for you, you're already too late, as I've turned in a report of you assaulting me. Huh? A report on me? That's nothing other than a joke! I told you I've had enough of your jokes, Luke! Stop that bullcrap now! I'd never let you report me for jack! If that actually happened, then I'd really lose everything to do with my company. And that wouldn't only just affect me in the end, but my wife and my daughter as well! Come on now. Even though you want to keep denying the truth, it's already in motion due to your behaviors earlier. So really, no matter what you try and say to me now, your time has come. My time has come? There's just no way! I'm apologizing to you right now so you can put all your games to an end now! Do you really think I care for your apologies now, after you wasted so much time complaining to me? You not only hurt me physically with a literal piece of dirty plastic, but when I got to the hospital and told the police how I got my injuries, they helped me write up that report. But hold on! All I did was get up in arms a little bit too quickly, and that's a good enough reason to involve the police? With how sharp and hard that ashtray was, if you'd hit me in the right place, you could have seriously injured me. Do you understand that? You put all your strength into that blow, and it messed me up bad. Thank God I have a thick skull on me. Please, if you keep this up, I'm going to lose my family as well! At least stop yourself from keeping the police involved! Both your wife and daughter are already fed up with you now, so there's no getting around them leaving you. Huh? Your family already understands that they can't stay near you, and so there is little you can do to stop them. So even if I don't keep the police involved, things will not change. Understand that maybe it is time you take this all upon yourself and be responsible for your actions. Is there anything else you'd like to say to me now? I get it. I'll let you marry my daughter. I'll let you marry my daughter and take her from me. But if you leave things as they are, I'll be screwed. If you can't take my word and marry my daughter now, then what else am I supposed to do for you? Jenna and I are already married, Frank. Huh? But you're not going to be a part of the family. Well, if you're already married to my daughter, then why are you doing all of this? Why do you keep coming at me? I'm not coming at you whatsoever, Frank. Jenna herself is already well into her adult life, and so If she says she's wanting to marry me, then it's decided. But of course, if you'd just been a bit strict with me and said no, I might have tried a bit harder to gain your trust. However, instead, you chose to be violent and hit me on the head. And so, now your family can no longer trust you, nor feel safe around you. This is all because of your inability to act as a respectable man yourself. And so now, I have to defend myself and my wife from you. Don't you feel like you're taking this too far, though? I want to make sure that you understand what you've done and regret it. And I will not stop until that day has come for you. You're already too late to stop me now, so just give up on trying anything. So now, how do you feel about talking to the police? The police? So then you were serious about that? What is your goal? And I mean your real goal! Do you want my money or something? How much of it? I'll get it for you, so just tell me however much you want. That's it right there, Frank. Huh? What? I do not need your money. And I've said that already before, right? I am not in any way financially struggling, so don't act as though I want anything of yours. Yet all you keep thinking about is money. That's why this has happened. You thought that I wanted to marry your daughter for your money, but that was just not the case. And even if it was, that's no excuse to hit me with an ashtray. Shouldn't this all be something you knew before you had a family? I understand that now. You don't understand. And that's why this is still going on. You just asked me how much of your money I wanted because you still think that's what all this is about. You should learn from all of this, that not everyone on this planet is worried about money like you. Well, it doesn't matter if you learn or not now. I've already got the police involved, and I have the injuries to prove you assaulted me. I'll pay for you to get treated, please! I'm Jenna's father, Luke! I know that. And that's why you decided to hit me, right? Now, I'll be going. Wait a second! Forgive me, right now! And as a final note, you have your answer. You're the one that's going to be regretting all of this. And after that, the police went and took Frank into custody, which to everyone's surprise was easy considering the fact that he was so angry. They then took him to the police station and questioned him to learn everything they could about the report that was filed. And luckily enough, he confirmed it was all true and made things much easier for me. He was also moved out of his position as the CEO within the company, as they knew from me what was going on. And after being taken out of the position, he was offered no package and was fired for going against company policy. And that was by him being a criminal. He also lost all his family and is pretty much in ruin now as he tries to comprehend why this all happened so fast. His wife was out of their house almost immediately after seeing the police take him, and she herself has a lawyer that's working on the divorce, and Jenna stayed to tell him that she no longer wanted him in her life. But then after her final words, she was out of the house as well. During that time, I was working with my lawyer to make sure that I did in fact get money from him after what he had done to me. But as I said before, I was in no real need for his money. And so, after going through court and me winning the case, he gave me $15,000 to pay for both my time in the hospital and for the trouble caused. I took that money thereafter and used it for Jenna's and my wedding, and viewed that money as a present from her dad to help support our marriage. Of course, I did put some of that money into the medical expenses, as I did have to get a lot of tests done to make sure that my brain was okay, as well as having to get stitches for the gash on my head. There was also a small fracture to my skull that I needed to keep an eye on, and that alone goes to show just how hard he hit me with that ashtray. Also, since Jenna has been married to me even before leaving her dad, she didn't have to worry about where to go next after leaving the house, and so she came to my house to live, and never has to worry about her dad again. Ever since he lost everything, not much is known about where he went, but I'm sure wherever that may be, he's trying his best to get back on top. But of course, that'll be impossible.
Maria, I want to talk to you about something.
Madison? Hi. Thanks for inviting me over today. I had a great time. I'm sorry I couldn't message you sooner. I only just finished up at work. You really don't have any common sense, do you? I guess it was wrong of me to expect someone as poor as you to have any manners at all. Excuse me? I went out of my way to invite you to my home, but you didn't even send me a message to thank me for letting you in. I got sick of waiting, so I messaged you, but really, you should have messaged me first. Don't you feel any gratitude for the kindness I showed you? Everyone else already messaged me ages ago. I think it's common sense for people to thank someone when they've invited you to their home. Is that too hard for you to understand? I expected the bare minimum, and I got nothing. I understand where you're coming from, but don't you think you're overreacting? I was at work. I already told you when I saw you earlier that I didn't have time to stick around, remember? That means I didn't have the time to message you. It's not like I forgot to thank you. I was planning to send a message when I had the time to look at my phone. I don't think you have to make that big a deal out of me not sending you a thank you message straight away. Anyway, thank you for inviting me into your home. It was lovely. I was only there for a few minutes, but I love what you've done with the place. Of course you'd love it! I hired an interior designer especially to advise me on how to set up each and every room. That's something someone like you can only dream of, since you have to work yourself. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that I know it means that you don't have enough money to be a housewife, and I pity you for it. I don't have to work because I'm from a different part of society than you. I'm pretty much a celebrity. I don't have to work, unlike people like you. Having a husband that makes so much money is great, but I guess you wouldn't understand that. I live in an apartment like this. I only eat organic foods, I wear all the latest fashion, and I have enough brand items for an army. I don't think anyone can deny I'm living the best life. Plus, I can show all this off to poor people like you who don't have anything else in their boring lives to look forward to. Being rich is the best. It makes me feel so good about myself and admit it. You wish you had this life too. Good for you, Madison. But I think you're lacking a lot of class for someone who likes to suggest that she's used to fine dining. Maybe you should find some of that before you buy your next evening dress. What did you just say to me? What? Do you want to pick a fight with me? Because I'll make you regret you ever said something like that to me. I took precious time out of my day to show you around my beautiful house, and this is how you talk to me? Excuse me, what makes you think you can speak to me like that? I knew it was you after all. It's your fault. Excuse me? What's my fault? And you say that you showed me around as though I begged you to? But you're the one that pretty much forced us all into your home. You didn't even give us the choice to say no. You ordered us to come, so we turned up. We all thought we were there to have a PTA meeting, but no! You started bragging about the stuff you have on display. What was it? Some fancy plant or something you had in your living room? It was a mystery to me why we all had been rushed to your fancy apartment all of a sudden, but the second you started giving us a tour we didn't even ask for, I knew it was a complete waste of my time. That's why I left as soon as possible so I could go to work. Shut up! There's no point in trying to change the topic. You're a thief! Excuse me? What on earth are you talking about now? What are you saying I stole? This is absolute nonsense, Madison. This is so ridiculous I could laugh. Laugh all you want, but it's not going to be funny for long. Not when I get the police involved. I'm not going to let you get away with stealing things from my home. Not an arrogant poor person like you that thinks she can insult me. Are you that jealous of me and my lifestyle? So much that you'd try to steal a part of it from me? Jealous? Excuse me? You think I'm jealous of you? I understand that having a celebrity like me nearby must be really hard for you, since you have to go home to your boring, dull life. but that doesn't mean you can try and take my stuff from me. That watch you stole is really important to me. Do you understand? Give it back, right now! What are you talking about? I don't know anything about your watch. Do you really think that I stole it from your house? I know it was you! Nobody else could have stolen it but you! You better give it back right away or I won't forgive you! Do you understand what will happen if you don't? I'm going to make you suffer, and you'll wish you had never touched any of my stuff. I've had enough of your accusations. Why would I steal your watch? I don't even know what watch you're talking about. And when would I have had the time to steal it? I was only there for a few minutes because I had to get to work. I was literally in and out. How would I have had the time to take your watch? Plus, you were with me the entire time I was there because you were so insistent on showing everyone around. You were the one that was keeping me from leaving. I didn't see any watch when I was there, and I don't know what you're talking about. You're lying! You're full of lies, you liar! You thief! I'm talking about the watch that cost $10,000. You know what I'm talking about. I know you saw it, and I know you took it when you realized that it cost so much. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen your watch. And you said it yourself. I'm too poor to understand how much the things you own are worth. You may want to make me into the bad guy and lay blame on me, but there's no point. I really haven't touched or seen your watch. You're not going to find your watch if you keep pointing the finger at me, because I really don't have it. Why don't you search your own house again? Maybe you just misplaced it. You're lying! I know you are! I'm not that stupid! I wouldn't lose a watch like that! I already know everything, so there's no point in trying to cover up your own crime! Hurry up and give me back my watch! You're not listening to me. I didn't steal your watch. I have nothing else to say to you, so would you please leave me alone? I have better things to do than to be insulted by you. I'll see you, Madison. Hey, honey. When are you coming home?
I'm on my way right now.
Great! Can you buy me some donuts or a blueberry muffin from the convenience store outside the station? I'm really frustrated because of something stupid one of the women from the PTA circle said to me, and I have to eat something really sweet before I blow up.
Really? You're going to blow up? Sure thing. If a muffin's enough to keep you sedated. Oh, that reminds me. I had something to tell you. One of the women in your PTA circle is married to Smith, right? The really rich one that likes to act like she's a celebrity? The one that you said was living in a high-rise apartment and was taking over the PTA circle and is bossing everyone around?
Yeah, she's the one that pissed me off today, actually. What about her?
I'm not surprised. They both seemed like trouble when we first got to know them, but now I'm sure of it. Her husband resigned from his job the other day.
Her husband resigned? Why?
You're not going to believe it. And you're not going to believe what I heard about him.
Who did you hear it from? I don't remember you saying that you were friends with him.
I'm not. I heard it from Howard. Apparently, Smith was asking him to introduce me to him.
Introduce you? For what? Luke, this is starting to sound really suspicious. I hope you're not thinking about getting involved with whatever he's doing. I have a really bad feeling about where this conversation is going, honey.
Of course not. But you're right about it being suspicious. I have no intention of accepting anything he's offering me. So don't worry. I'm not that stupid. I'll tell him that he'll have to find someone else.
He's offering something? Is what he's doing that bad?
I'll tell you everything when I get home. I'll buy your donuts and your blueberry muffin. So hang in there.
Oh, thank you. I'll get dinner ready in the meantime. Are you an idiot? I can't believe you would be so stupid. Who are you calling stupid? That's my line. I've never seen anyone as stupid as you. Why did you come back to my house? Did you think you could get the chance to steal something else? No, I came back because you wouldn't stop calling me a thief. You were saying that I was running away from discussing it with you, so I came all the way to show you that I have no reason to run or hide from you. But I never thought you would punch me. What's wrong with you? Why would you punch me in the face like that? Who do you think you are? You're just some poor working woman. I'm a celebrity in comparison to you. What has that got to do with anything? Just because you think you're better than me doesn't mean you're free to punch me whenever you want. You assaulted me. Assault? You're overreacting. You're the one that suddenly showed up at my apartment without any warning. It's only natural I would suspect that you would come back to steal something else. You can't trick me. I know what you're up to. People like you don't have the skills or ability to earn a decent amount, so you can only think of taking from other people. I won't ever forgive you for what you've done. I'm sorry, what? You're saying you won't forgive me for something I didn't do? You're the one that needs to beg for forgiveness after assaulting me. I'm telling you, there's no point in lying. I know that you stole my watch the last time you came to my apartment. Of course I won't forgive you. You're a thief. Even if you begged me, I won't ever forgive you. You deserve to get a punch in the face. You don't even have proof that I stole your watch. And yet you still punched me. There's something seriously wrong with you. Who punches someone on a hunch? Blaming me for your watch going missing just because I visited your apartment is a little far-fetched, don't you think? I wasn't the only one that was there that day. So why do you think it was me? Because you took the longest to send me a message thanking me for inviting you on the house tour. You stink of ingratitude. Of course someone like you would steal my stuff. That's your reason? You're kidding, right? How many times do I have to tell you that it wasn't me? You won't even listen to me. You've got a problem if you think it's okay to punch people just because you believe they've done something wrong. You're jumping to conclusions, Madison. I don't care what you say. Give me back my watch. I know it was you. You can't make any more excuses. A poor person like you might not be able to recognize brand items that easily, but that watch costs $10,000. I know that you're planning on selling it. You should be happy that I'll let you off with just a punch and didn't call the police on you. If I call the police, your life is over. You'll go to prison, you'll be even poorer when you come out, and no one will trust you with their stuff. Excuse me? I should be happy? I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done. You're the one that's going to wish you had never punched me. Shut up! Give me back my watch. You're just a thief. You can't threaten me with anything. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to give you, because I never stole anything. You're just jumping to conclusions, and I'm going to get my revenge for the way you've treated me. You better prepare a speech, because you're going to be begging me for forgiveness. What? You're just a criminal. Why would I apologize to you? You're the one that needs to beg me for forgiveness. If you don't want to be taken to court, you better give my watch back. I've told you over and over, but it's expensive, and someone like you doesn't deserve to own something that luxurious. I told you, I can't. Because I don't have it. I don't want your stupid watch, or the money I could make if I really did sell it. I'm not interested in brand items like you are. But if you don't believe me, then there's nothing else we can do. We've hit a dead end in discussing this, so we need someone else to work this out for us. I'm confident that I'm innocent in this situation, and that you're the real criminal for assaulting me. So I don't mind going to court like you say. That's the best way to clear this up. We'll have someone else decide who's right and who's wrong. Happy? Oh, really? You're happy to go to court? Fine. If that's what you want, then that's what you'll get. I don't need a court to tell me how guilty you are. But obviously you're too poor and stupid to understand. So I'll have my lawyer spell it out for you. You're really going to regret this. You can run, hide, and lie all you want, but my lawyer will find out the truth and make you pay for what you've done. Plus, I have money, unlike you. I can afford the best, and when your stupid lawyer loses your case, you'll be wishing you never answered back to me. You'll finally realize how different our worlds are. and how much better I am than you. Yeah, sure. We'll see how that works out for you. If you agree on going to court, then let's speak with our lawyers and find a date that suits us all. We'll find out who's really in the wrong. You're the criminal! Of course you're in the wrong! You stole my watch! You deserve to get a punch in the face! Are you really sure about that? I wonder when you'll finally realize that your watch was never stolen. I wonder when it'll occur to you that your own husband took your watch and sold it. I bet you'll feel really stupid, huh? What are you talking about? What's your husband doing for work, Madison? Don't you know? Here's a hint. He's not working for the same company as my husband anymore. You may have thought that you would be living like a celebrity for the rest of your life, but it looks like your husband has plans of his own. Why don't you ask him about that? Then you'll realize how stupid you've been. You'll find out that your perfect life isn't as perfect as it seems. Boo-hoo! What are you saying? Are you trying to pin the blame on my husband? How stupid can you get? Why would my husband sell my watch? Sadly, you're the only person that hasn't noticed what her own husband has been up to recently. You should talk to him and see what he says. He might try and lie to you and cover it up, but everyone he worked with, including my husband, knows the truth. Knows the truth? What are you saying he's done? He resigned from his position at the company last month and became a scalper. Huh? A scalper? What's that? I've never heard of anything like that. My husband never told me that he resigned. And why would he? He has a great salary and a great position. What's worth throwing all that away? You're just trying to confuse me and draw my attention away from you stealing my watch. Well, I'm not falling for it, Maria. If you keep on saying stupid stuff like that, I'll punch you again. Madison, listen to what I'm saying, because I've had enough of repeating myself. Your husband became a scalper and started selling your stuff online. What? On top of that, he's been recommending it to his previous colleagues, offering to teach them and give them advice on how to sell things at higher prices. That's how everyone at the office found out why he'd resigned. He hasn't just been selling things that he's bought new. He's been selling your stuff too, since you have plenty of brand items. He must have thought you wouldn't miss anything. He's been selling them at ridiculous prices too. I'm surprised that anyone would want to buy anything for that price. But I guess some people are just desperate to look better than other people. Are you sure he hasn't been buying a lot of brand items recently? And they've disappeared without you realizing? Because I hear he's been buying stuff secondhand and selling that too. That's how scalpers work. When they buy things new, they buy a lot of the same items so they can sell them off at whatever price they want to, and then they buy secondhand items and change the way they advertise the product by taking better pictures and write stuff like vintage, limited edition to draw people in and sell things at a higher price. Those are the lengths scalpers go to make money. My husband? A scalper? But he hasn't said anything about quitting his job. Are you sure? Has he really resigned? No one's seen him at the office for the past month? Yeah, I'm sure. He was bragging about it to one of his colleagues that he found a better job and wanted a partner to work with him. So he was asking for someone to introduce my husband to him. I can't believe it. My husband! You're telling me he resigned without telling me? You told me the other day that he's been working from home for the past few weeks, right? Why don't you take a look at his room where he's been working? You'll find plenty of evidence to back up what I'm saying, and you might even find your watch. You might even find that you've been missing a few other things too. You're joking, right? I still can't believe it. You mean that we can still afford to live in this apartment even though he's resigned? But if he's not a manager in a major company anymore, if he's making money like that, then it means that I can't brag about my perfect life anymore. Does that mean I'm not special anymore? Why should I care? The only person that ever thought you were special because your husband was a manager and was earning more money was you. Anyway, about the watch you accused me of stealing, funnily enough, it came up on an online flea market site when I search engined it.
I heard from Sarah and the other moms that you made a fuss and sent them all pictures of the watch I stole the evening we went to visit. So I checked with them, and they say it's a match. The watch you say I took and the watch that's online are one and the same. It's been put up for sale on a flea market site? Seriously? You're actually serious about my husband selling my things? And he set the starting bid at a really incredible price, too. I hope that it's all a mistake and that it's just a stranger's watch that happens to have the exact same features. But the page was just created 2 days ago. I felt that it couldn't just be a coincidence and thought I should let you know. It's got nothing to do with me whether your husband sells your stuff or not. That's something you've got to deal with between yourselves. And we can't even confirm whether it really is your watch or not. But I'm not going to take your accusations lying down. Oh my god! That's it! If we can't confirm whether if it's my watch or not, then it's still possible that you have it. And you tried denying it, but it's still possible you didn't just find that page. You're the one that made it. I can't believe I fell for your lies. There's no way my husband would do anything like that. Here we go again. How about we talk to the police? They can search my house, but they won't find your watch or any proof that I sold it. Plus, they can find out who really owns that flea market page and confirm that I haven't touched your precious watch. But I wouldn't be worrying about your watch if I were you. I bet you'll be arrested for assault before you even give it back. Excuse me? Why would I be arrested? Anyone would agree with me that I wasn't wrong for punching you. It doesn't count as assault. Of course it's assault. No matter how expensive it was, you can't punch people over an accessory. When are you going to get that into your thick head? And you didn't just punch me, remember? You even tried to push me down the stairs. Imagine what might have happened if I didn't grab the handrails. If that doesn't count as assault, I don't know what does. At the very least, I'm going to report it to the police, and we'll see what they have to say about it. They can tell us who the real criminal is. You're going to report this to the police? I did it out of self-defense. The police will side with me if I tell them I felt intimidated by you. That you were going to hurt me. I think the security camera in the hallway outside your apartment will back up everything I'm saying and will prove that you're lying about me intimidating you. Huh? Security camera? If the police check the footage on the cameras, it'll show that you punched me the second you realized it was me when you opened the door. I didn't have any time to provoke or intimidate you, and I certainly didn't try and hit you first. The cameras will prove that you're guilty of assaulting me. Crap! I completely forgot about the cameras. Okay then, how about we make a deal? How much money do you want? That'll be enough to shut you up, right? You're offering me hush money? Wow! No thanks. I think you'll need it when my lawyer shuts you down in court, and after your husband gets caught for the illegal activities he's involved in. You're going to need to save as much money as you can while you still can. Plus, I plan on demanding plenty in compensation anyway. What do you mean while I still can? Your husband resigned from his elite and stable post in one of the biggest companies in the country to become a scalper, which isn't exactly a promising career. I mean, I can understand the addictiveness. It must be like hitting the jackpot in a casino. But that luck's not going to continue forever. One day, he'll be caught, or one day he's not going to be able to sell the stuff he's bought, and you'll both suffer the consequences. And I have a feeling that the police will be on his tail pretty soon, since he tried selling a guidebook to my husband and some other colleagues. A guidebook for reselling items, which he offered for another ridiculous price. Even you've got to agree that it wouldn't be strange if he was arrested for trying to con people. He was conning people? When? The guidebook he was selling was full of crap, Madison. And he was trying to sell it for $20,000. $20,000? Would someone actually buy that? Apparently, one of my husband's colleagues, a pretty naive guy, was seriously thinking about buying it until my husband stopped him. Your husband tried selling it to Luke too, but luckily for me, Luke's a bit too smart to get caught in a trap like that. But sooner or later, someone's going to get tricked, and I'm pretty sure that your husband will get charged for fraud or something for pulling tricks like this. Maria, I'm really sorry. I think we had a bit of a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. I panicked when I saw that my watch was gone. I swear. I hope that we can talk about this and make up. We've both had some prejudices about one another, but those will disappear and we can forget about all of this once we get to know each other. Would you like to come over for some coffee? Of course not. You punched me and tried to push me down the stairs. How do I know that you won't try and poison me by putting something in my drink? I don't want to talk, and I don't want to get to know you. I already know enough to make me feel that I never want to see you ever again. And I think that's a normal reaction for someone who's been punched for no reason. Don't say that. I really didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I want us to be friends, can't we? I understand that you're finally starting to worry about the consequences of what you've done, but there's no point in trying to sweet talk me. I'm not going to change my mind about talking to the police, and my husband's planning on reporting your husband too. You'll both have to explain yourselves to the police, not to me. Maria, please! I don't want to lose this lifestyle! Forgive me! I'm begging you! You can't be so heartless! Even if you beg me, there's nothing I can do. Even if I could, I wouldn't. You need to learn your lesson. The ones that ruined your perfect lifestyle are you and your own husband because of your own thoughtless actions. And you've got to pay for them. I doubt you'll be able to enjoy your high-rise apartment for much longer, but do your best. I hope you can find a job too, once you're out of prison. Maria filed a report to the police, and both Madison and her husband were called in for questioning. In the end, they were both found guilty of their crimes and were arrested. Madison for her assault on Maria, and her husband was arrested for fraud. Their children were taken in by Madison's parents, and wouldn't be able to meet their own mother and father until they had left prison. Of course, they could no longer live in the high-rise apartment Madison was so fond of, and even when she did get out of prison, a lot of trouble would be waiting for her. She would have to work hard to regain the trust of her friends and loved ones, and would have to go and find a job herself in order to pay the debt she owed after paying Maria her compensation. We can only hope that she learned that doing bad things will always come back to haunt her.